Okay, we're going to start off this recipe of the arroz con pollo with some oil in the skillet, in the pot here, and I'm going to add my rice. This is a larger quantity of arroz con pollo. I have a video already, and I will link it up at the top here in the cards to show you. This is a larger quantity. It's basically almost the same. And here I have my chicken parts. I'm going to use chicken thighs. You can use chicken breast if you prefer. Just cut down the cooking time on it. But this is what I'm going to use. It's 6 pieces. It's about 3 pounds. And I have all my ingredients over here to the side. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to take you step by step on making this arroz con pollo. Very delicious, old school stuff that I grew up on. I'm sure a lot of you did also. Very easy. I think the trick here is just getting your rice to come out good, where it's not sticky. So I'm just going to let this brown, and then we'll move on. Okay guys, I've been browning the rice for about 5 minutes. I like to just do it slowly. I don't want it to burn. And it's just a light golden color. Just real light, just like that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take the rice out of here, and we're going to add our chicken parts and start cooking the chicken. So I'm going to turn the heat off. And I'm going to transfer the rice into a bowl. Okay, here's the rice. I put it in a bowl. I'm going to set this aside, and we're going to move on to the chicken, to start browning the chicken. Okay, I turned the heat skillet, same pot, and I'm going to add a little bit of oil. Let it get hot again. And I'm going to start adding my chicken parts. And I put them skin down first. We're going to put a little bit of salt, just a little bit, not too much, because we're going to have salt in the broth part of this recipe, and some pepper. Okay, and we're going to let these go for about 6 minutes on each side. Alright, I have the chicken on this side for about 5 minutes. I'm going to turn it over, and we're going to do the same thing to this side. And just let it go for about 5 minutes. See how nice and toasty it got? It's not going to stay crunchy, unfortunately, because the rest of the cooking goes with the rice. I have some pinto beans going along with this recipe today that we're going to have for dinner. And they're just about ready. Okay, this has been toasting up real nice and brown. I'm going to take the chicken parts out just momentarily. Move them to the side, and we're going to start adding in our veggies. We're going to saute our vegetables and get all that flavor out of them. There is some onion, some red bell pepper. And this is already hot, so it's going to saute up pretty quick. Okay, we're going to add in our garlic. Got a lot of flavor going on in this recipe. Make sure your garlic doesn't brown it too much, because then it'll get bitter. Okay, so we're just going to let the onions get translucent. And over here I have all our spices that we're going to use for that. So I have everything ready. That's the best way to start a recipe, is have all your ingredients ready so that you don't forget anything. Okay, and this is good. I'm going to start throwing in my spices. My comino, my pepper, and my salt. And we're going to get those mixed in there real good. And this is our Knorr chicken bouillon. And we're going to add that in there. You're just waking everything up. Now I'm going to add my tomato sauce and my chopped tomato. This is diced tomato. Okay, and we're just going to get that mixed in there. We're going to add in our rice. Okay, we add our rice back in. Get that mixed in there. And now we're going to add our chicken parts back in. It actually goes pretty quick, guys. If start to finish, it takes about 30 minutes as far as the prep time to get everything going. And then 20 to 25 minutes for the cook time after we put our broth in. Okay, now that everything is in there, we're going to add our chicken stock. And then just make sure everything is mixed in there nicely. Stir it around just a little bit. You don't want to mix it around too much. Okay, now as you can see that this started to come to a simmer, I'm going to cover this and I'm going to set my timer for 20 minutes exactly. And we're going to turn down the heat to about the lowest setting you have. Don't touch it, don't stir the rice, don't stir anything, don't uncover it. 20 minutes exactly, and then you turn off the heat. So I'll be back in 20 minutes. Okay, this is ready. Normally I would tell you do not uncover it, turn off the heat, and let it sit for another 15 minutes. Let all that steam and everything finish cooking off and absorbing the water. I'm going to show you what it looks like, just so you know from this point. I'm going to bring you in for a close-up. Okay, so now that you see what it looks like, you can see that the rice is cooked, the water is absorbed. If you move the pan over to the side, you don't see any water. But we're just going to let this sit for another 15 minutes, and then I will plate this up for you so you can see how the rice is real nice and fluffy and that the chicken is cooked just right. Okay, I will be back. Okay guys, our arroz con pollo is ready. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so they can notify you every time I upload a video. But this is the process. I will have the recipe linked below in the description box. But this is what the final product looks like. This is not one serving, guys. I just put enough up here so you could see it. I'm going to bring you in for a close-up. I wanted you to see how flaky the rice comes out. If you don't mess with that rice, it won't get sticky on you. Just leave it covered, and once it's covered, don't be picking at it, and that helps a lot for keeping it from getting sticky. Doesn't that look delicious? Okay guys, that's going to conclude the video. Thanks so much for watching, and please share the video. Sure helps us get noticed here on YouTube in the algorithm. Thanks so much. Talk to you later. Bye.